Hey guys, welcome to Run, Hike, Survive. I'm Steve Shaw and this is my lovely Australian wife, Fiona. Today in this video we're going to talk about the 3 most annoying things that we find when we're running on the trail, when we're trail running. Look at this tan, this golden tan, and you're from Australia and you remain white as a sheet.
I'm just got porcelain.
Yeah.
Unblemished skin.
Right. Before we get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you have any topic ideas, we'd love to hear it. All right. So we discussed this before we got on video, and we were talking about let's make a video about the 3 most annoying things when we run on trail. There was a couple things that almost made it, like I said, mud, and you said what?
That's not annoying.
Well, yeah, you kind of get used to it. I think when we first started running on the trail, it was really annoying. We're trying to avoid the mud, and now it's just part of the deal,
just
right?
Run through it now.
Well, I run through it. You still kind of like...
I don't tippy-toe around
You
it.
still kind of give me crap because I just plow right through it. You're trying to find a way around it.
I think you find it and look for it and just want to run through all the puddles and the mud just so you get dirty.
I get tired of trying to find ways around it. All right, so let's get into it. The 3 most annoying things, in our opinion, that you find when you're trail running. Let us know if you have anything that really annoys you. Drop it down below. You want to go? You want to start with number 1?
Number 1, kicking stumps.
Kicking
stumps.
Kicking stumps. What do we mean by kicking stumps?
Run. There's a little stump you can't see. You kick it, you nearly rip your toenails off and your feet hurt. Then you fall over on your face in the mud.
Yeah, like I would say 90% of trails don't have these. Would you agree?
That's true, but our regular trail.
Yeah, one of our regular trails out at Cedar Creek State Park in Ohio, the whole trail, what they did with the trail is like if there'd be a tree or a bush in the middle of the trail, they'd cut it off and leave this little stump, this little knob. And they're really hard to see because when you're running, you can see rocks generally, you can see roots generally, but these stumps, they'll just kind of crawl out of nowhere. Yeah.
And then you kick your foot, you nearly dislocate your toes, and then you fall over and fall in the mud face first.
Yeah, I mean, I've kicked them like, I don't know how many times. Sometimes when you're tired, you feel like you're kicking them every like 3 minutes. And sometimes you just kick them and you just go straight on your face. So that is super annoying to me. I don't mind running over rocks and roots and mossy rocks and all that stuff on a trail. But when you see these stumps, you're kind of thinking, why the people that made this trail, why did you think it was a good idea to cut it off?
Just dig it out.
Yeah.
Dig it out.
Yeah. All right, the second thing. What's the second thing?
Bugs.
We've run into this a lot this spring and summer. We ran into it yesterday just on a hike. All these little aphids and small little bugs. It's not always the big ones. They've got these big giant things that are always trying to bite the back of your head, right?
Or I got one. I was like running so well and enjoying it, and the next time I got one in my eyeball.
Yeah.
It stung so bad.
I don't know if you'd call me hyper asthmatic or what you would call me, but if I swallow a bug, sometimes my airway wants to lock up. I start to cough and then it almost wants to lock up. It's locked up 3 or 4 times this year alone, and I make sure to take my inhaler out, but still there's times you forget it because you're a knucklehead. And times you just it doesn't really work as well as it should. But we're always choking on bugs, swallowing bugs, getting swarmed by bugs, getting eaten by bugs.
They love being in your mouth and in your eyes.
Yes, and they love biting the back of your head.
Yes, the back of my neck.
All right, and the last one, I hesitate to talk about dogs because dog owners can be sometimes, I don't want to generalize, but some dog owners can be like really on the defensive when you mention this. But a big one is off-leash dogs, and I want to present a caveat. If a park says you can have an off-leash dog, good. Most of the state parks we go to, all of them that we go to, say dogs must be on a leash. And when you're running through a state park, when you're running on a trail, and all of a sudden you turn the corner and there's a dog, what always happens? Well, what happens a lot of the time?
Well, they get scared because you startle them, and then they growl, and then they're off their lead, and then you think, are they going to bite me, attack me? And there's no control, and it scares you because you're running, and they have a tendency then to run or feel like you're running at them.
Yeah, they when they see somebody running, I mean, most dogs are good. We're not going to lie, right?
That's true, and we do like dogs, and we do have dogs. So it doesn't faze us.
But there's always the 10%. It's the factor that you never know, right?
It fears me because I don't know if I startled them or caused them to be scared, and they're going to be defensive, and I really don't want to be bit. Really.
Right.
Really.
Right. We, like when you turn the corner and you're running and a dog sees you running, some of them, get really, really excitable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they run up to you. Some of them will put their nose, let's be real, some of them put their nose, bury it right in your genitals, or start smelling your backside. And honestly, the biggest concern is the big ones that run in front of you. And when you're running full speed through the mud or whatever, that cause you almost to fall on your butt.
Yeah, because you're trying not to hit them or kick them, and therefore you do other things, and then you nearly trip over and hurt yourself. Yeah.
We were actually on a 50K run, our second 50K run.
The race.
Race this year, and there was an off-leash dog, and it ran and growled at Fiona. And so we're in the middle of a run, and we're trying to figure out, is this dog going to, attack or what? It was growling pretty aggressively. And I'm not, whenever I mention this stuff online, you get a certain percentage of people who are like, don't be like that. Why do you have such a fear of dogs? Well, I'll tell you, I never really thought about it a lot, but there was an off-leash dog that used to come to our gym. They would let the dog off leash. Mm-hmm. And the dog was there dozens of times, was absolutely fine, showed no signs of aggression.
Patted it, everything.
Yeah, Fiona has a picture of it where she's just like face to face with the dog.
Yeah.
It's just a nice dog. But one day out of the blue, it walked by one of my coworkers and just attacked her leg, just embedded its mouth into her legs, and she had to have surgery and all kinds of stuff. So you just realize that it's a possibility, and it puts that in your head. So those are the biggest three things that are irritants for us on the trail. Like to know what you guys have to think. Drop a comment down below. Anything else you can think of that bothers you?
Well, the most out of them three is the bugs.
Yeah,
I don't like bugs in my eye. It really hurts and stings.
Yeah. So I don't know. Other than that, I would say the heat for me is probably the worst.
Everything else I don't care. It's part and parcel of doing the job. Doing what you like.
Yeah. So all right, guys. Thanks for watching Run Hike Survive. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the notification
And you
bell.
can also suggest topics and things you would like to know about.
That's right. Suggest some stuff. All right. See you next time.
See ya.